Hi everybody! I am super excited. I have a few updates. Oh my gosh, where do I start? It was really bothering me that I had a ton of waste from making art, so I started looking up some silicone cups and I found these guys. I've got about 5, 6. Yeah, just silicone little droppers, and it's super great. They have measurements to show you how much you're putting in there. I also found this larger one, and check this out, a silicone popsicle stick, so I don't have to go through as many of those. This one also has measurements on the side, so I can use that for resin, acrylics, whatever kind of art project I'm using. Another item that I found are bamboo sticks, which is awesome because they're not porous like your popsicle sticks. You can wash and reuse these. So I have a little cup of soap water, and then I'll just wipe my sticks off when I'm not using these because I only have 2. And I can wash and reuse them. So that makes me super, super excited. These are my plastic cups that I store my paint in. They have lids, so that works for me. And I write, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I write on the lids to remind myself of what all I've put in there. So that leads me to the painting. I haven't seen anyone do this yet, not that nobody has, but I haven't seen it yet. I wondered what would happen if you do a flip cup onto a puddle. So I've picked out my colors. I also have my white. So colors. This one, let's see if I can show you this better. Oops. Is navy blue by Tester's Craft. I just found it at my local hardware store, and it's worked well for me so far, so we're gonna give that a go. And then this one is a plum color that I mixed up. I know there's Sargent in there. I think there's also some Tester's Craft. Sorry, I'm not sure on that one. This one is a metallic blue sapphire by Folk Art. And then I also had a little bit of Sargent metallic left over that I put in there. This one I just mixed today. It's by Blick, and it is bright aqua green. And this one was, oops, sorry, I guess I could show you. Another leftover, and I really liked the color. I'm not sure what exactly I mixed paint-wise, but I know I added Iridescent Medium to it. And then today, because it was running low and I wanted it to be a little bit more opaque, I used Blick Alizarin Crimson. So I just added a little bit more of that to it. And then this one, my gold, is also by Sargent. It's metallic gold. Okay, and then I already have my base coat down, just my white flood coat, and that is Liquitex Basics, 1 part pouring medium, 1 part Floetrol, and my pouring medium is 60% glue, 40% water. So, and that's what's in here. Okay, so I think my plan is to take each of these to some degree and make a puddle in the middle. And then I have a small cup because once there's already a puddle, I won't need too much more from a flip cup. I mean, that's going to be a lot of paint. So I thought I'd take it a little bit easy, but still see what happens. Okay, so there's my puddle. I also forgot to mention that I was getting really frustrated at the amount of paint that runs off, and I don't want to waste it. I don't want to, anyway, I figured out a way to preserve my paint and use what runs off. What you see under here right now is this Reynolds freezer paper. One side is slick, like parchment paper, and the other side is like regular paper. So I just use the freezer paper because it comes in a bigger quantity and a larger size. I also have a silicone mat under here. So sometimes I use the silicone mat, but you know, sometimes I just use the freezer paper. The difference for me is when I'm doing projects back to back, I can't wash my silicone as much, so I use the freezer paper instead. Anyway, that's just what works for me. Okay, so on to the flip cup. I already see that there are some cells and bubbles and stuff happening in here, so that's cool. I am just going to start layering. I want a lot more white, so I think I'm going to do color, white, and so on. Let's go. Okay, so I think I might, yeah, it feels like there's still a bit there. Just poke a little hole there and boom. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I'm just gonna let it go where it wants. Wow, this is what's happening in the cup. And I have not used any kind of silicone or anything. It's just the Floetrol water that's creating cells. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. There are a ton of really gorgeous things happening right here. I did notice that my, this blue right here is a lot thinner, so that probably sank, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, there's a lot more bubbles rising. Okay, let's tilt and see what happens. I like how that was one of my favorite spots, and then that's the spot that got tilted off. I am new to flip cup pours and that kind of thing, so this is just me experimenting. So if you guys have tips and tricks and things that you like to do, feel free to comment and share your experiences because I love to learn. Okay, so hopefully you guys can still see this. Sorry if you can't. This is looking really cool. Just bringing the weight back to the center. And there we are. Oh my gosh. So this is actually just like a little thin tester canvas, which I like to use when I'm not sure what I'm doing, like today. There we go. But if you want to use one of these, I got quite a few at the dollar store, so not hard to find, super cheap. But you can always frame them, you know, so if you like what you've done, you can still preserve it. Okay, so I'm doing my best to not get the ring light in there, but this is what it looks like. Check this area out. This part is super cool. And this is the area that darker pink was coming up through. So there we go. I hope you had as much fun as I did.